Gabs is gone, and her absence still burns quietly in every scene. But now, Audrey's back, and while she's ready to rebuild her life, Bode is quietly falling apart. At first, it seems like he's holding it together. He's working non-stop, crashing at the station, and keeping his head down. But Audrey sees right through him. She knows what addiction looks like. The late nights, the excuses, the quiet self-destruction behind forced smiles. Throughout the episode, she pushes him to talk, to admit what's wrong. But Bode shuts down. He lies that he flushed his pills and lies that he's fine. He even uses his past with Gabs as a weapon to push Audrey away. It's painful to watch, because she's the one person who actually understands him, and he's doing everything he can to lose her. When she finally tells him, "Call me when you're ready to be serious," it's not anger, it's heartbreak. She's choosing herself, and that's something Bode never learned how to do. But Fire Country doesn't give him time to breathe. The next call drags the whole team into a nightmare, a forest fire near an encampment of people who already lost everything in the Zeeble Ridge blaze. While hosing down the line, Bode and Audrey find a stray dog, Tiberius, leading them straight to the camp. Chief Richards orders an immediate evacuation. But Bode, being Bode, decides to do it his way, letting people pack up instead of moving them to safety. It's a compassionate call, but a reckless one. And once again, his conviction pulls Jake, Manny, and Eve into the same mistake. When Sharon shows up, she realizes what's happening just as an illegal power hookup sparks a chain reaction. Flames jump, panic spreads, and Richard storms in to find chaos. He's furious, and he should be. Jake tries to fix it by helping a trapped woman, Janice, whose car is surrounded by fire. They manage to pull her out, but her dog, Tiberius, is still stuck inside. Protocol says, retreat, save the woman, let the professionals handle the rest. But Bode doesn't follow rules when his heart's on the line. He dives back through the flames to rescue the dog, just seconds before the car explodes, sending him flying. It's a miracle he survives. But in Richard's eyes, it's proof that Station 42's biggest problem isn't bad luck. It's bad discipline. When they get back to the station, Richards doesn't hold back. He tells them straight, this is why Vince is dead. Because when it mattered most, Bode acted on impulse instead of control. And as harsh as it sounds, he's right. Sharon knows it too. If that dog's cage had jammed, she'd be burying her son. So when Bode begs her to call Sacramento and get Richards replaced, she refuses. Because she knows what Richards brings. Structure, control, and the one thing her son can't seem to find on his own. Restraint. It's a gut punch episode, but it's what this show does best. Forcing Bode to face who he really is. Not a hero, not a victim, but a man at war with his own instincts. And while it's tough to see Station 42 take another hit, there's still light breaking through the smoke. Jake finally decides to stay in Edgewater, to stop chasing titles and start protecting the town that made him. This growth, pure and simple. And over at 3 Rock, Manny and Eve are already planning to rebuild the camp on new land. A chance to start over, free from the past. By the time the credits roll, one thing's clear. Sharon's done cleaning up after Bode's mistakes. Richards may be the hard-edged outsider, but maybe he's exactly what Station 42 needs to survive. Because if Bode doesn't learn from this, if he keeps crossing lines and calling it bravery, he's not just going to lose his job. He's going to lose everyone who still believes in him. But what do you think? Was Richards too harsh, or exactly the reality check Bode needed? And do you think Audrey's really gone for good? Or is she waiting for him to finally get his act together? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear where you stand on this one. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your fellow Fire Country fans. Next week looks intense, and something tells me Bode's biggest fire is still ahead.